So I'm in the process of just pottering around and getting my kitchen sorted. It is Thursday and I think my battery is dying, so I'll have to plug you in before I do more. But yeah, I have to leave the house at about 12:30 because Ava's got a weird timed dental appointment today, which is really annoying. So I'm just pottering around. I haven't even had breakfast yet, so I'll do that soon. I'm just going to put a load of washing on the line and get another load in the washing machine, and I'll plug this in so I can show you some more footage of today. So that's pretty much my day, as you can probably guess, is doing stuff and being stopped from doing stuff. Oh, so funny. So I'm going to try again to put this one down for a sleep. Oh, it's like a selfie stick. Just a sec. Hello, it's another day. And I still got a cute baby with me. Lots and lots of mess in the background. I just came downstairs to change the baby's nappy, and Josephine had cracked eggs at the dining table, on the chair, all over her clothes, and on the carpet. And where are we going?
At the park.
You going to the park?
Yes, at the park.
Isaac? Josephine?
Where?
Josephine, where are we going? Josephine, where are we going?
No.
Where are we going?
No.
You don't know?
Going to the pram.
You're going in the pram? No, you're going to walk. Where are you going to walk to?
A park. I'm not going to walk too.
To the park? Josephine, where are you walking?
I'm walking up in the sky.
A plane is going in the sky?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Planes are very fast,
Okay.
Mummy. Planes are very fast.
That's right.
Planes but people want to be on. It's going on.
It's going on. Okay. We're going to go to the park?
Yeah. Mummy,
Okay. Hold on to the pram.
Hey.
Are you going to say hello?
He's so excited.
He's so excited. There.
You're going to dance.
Go on here.
Yeah.
I'll help bounce. Yeah, I'm bouncing you.
You biting.
Is it fun?
It's fun.
Yay! What do you think, Josephine? Is it fun?
It's fun. Mommy, this is a new park.
This is a new park. This is an old park.
Oh, so it's an old park.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it an old park?
It was built a long time ago.
So now it's an old park.
Yeah.
But someone's building a new park, is that right? They didn't build this all.
Really?
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah, so they are.
Yeah.
Mommy,
Yeah.
it's in it.
I'll sit in the middle. Hold
Hold on.
Hold on. Hello.
I'm higher than you.
Yes. Okay, come on, Josephine. Up. Ready? Are you ready? Steady. Whee!
Up me.
Help you. Whee! Yeah, you landed on your feet. This looks revolt. I've never done this before, guys. What I'm doing is having a coffee. I'm like, all right, so this is day 2 of me trying to be sugar-free. Yesterday, I actually forgot for a second, and I had this tiny amount of like regular chocolate, like it wasn't dark chocolate, and I've got nothing against chocolate. And you know, I'm not gonna have sugar, but I'm just trying to really cut down. So I'm not going to stop making wonderful videos, because when I do make sugary treats, I will, you know, make sure that I definitely take that opportunity to upload it. But anyway, that looks revolting. What I've just put in my coffee, guys, is coconut oil. Because I feel like when I've got a migraine, what I feel is like I need to feed my brain. Like I can't even figure out what to put my coffee on in the microwave. I get very foggy when I've got a migraine. So I'm going to try this for the first time with you all. There's lots of oil on the top. I'm going to try and stir that in. Coconut oil is incredibly good for you. I've got a bit of a cold. I don't know if you can tell. Because apparently I sound like Peppa Pig anyway. Thank you, Chastity. Oh, that's cute. Alright. Yum. Yes, it's oil, guys, but that's really good oil. And yeah. You say hello? Can you say hello? Can you say hello? You can say hello, can't you? Beautiful. So this is the kids' playroom, and we have a sea of roofs out there because a lot of construction is happening on the surrounding property, which is really annoying. But this room, it's a bit messy at the moment, but it was messier. It's been really difficult to keep it clean because the kids play with toys and then they don't admit to being the ones who play with them. I got a bit over it. So I have actually taken most of the toys out of this room. That couch just has some soft toys on it. That's why it looks really messy at the moment. But otherwise, you can pretty much see that there's not really much in here. We've kept the bookcase in here with, you know, the kids' books. All the kids keep their books here except my eldest son. He has a bookshelf in his room, and my older daughters keep some of their books in their room as well. But most of the kids' books are on this shelf. And then there's a TV in here. That's our second TV. We have two TVs, but this one doesn't actually get watched much. This was in our bedroom, but I took it out because I watch YouTube more than anything if I watch anything in the evening. So, on my computer. So, I'll show you where I've put the rest of the toys. So you're going to have to excuse all that noise. I've got the I've got the washing machine going and the dryer going. I'll just close that door. We're currently under my stairs, and this is where I've put a lot of the toys. So the kids were given, the older kids were given boxes with real tools in them from their grandfather, and I think 2 or 3 of the kids are keeping their box elsewhere, but that's what they are. And then, sorry about the lighting in here. And then this tub up the top here has all the kitchenette and little shopping sort of accessories for my daughter's kitchen upstairs. And then under there's some dolls and dolls' clothes. And then we have random things like boxes of cars, boxes of Sylvania family toys and that sort of thing. And then we just have some drums there, and behind there is a big box of my son's Transformers, and then behind there we have a big box of dress-ups. So it just means that, because even though this doesn't look like too much, if you take everything out of these boxes, it makes a big mess. So this way, if the kids want to play with anything here, they say, "Mum, can I play with whatever?" And we come in here together, we get it, I know who's got it, and they know that they have to bring it back. So it just helps keep everything sort of ordered, because I want things to be a bit more streamlined. And less things to clean up mean I have more time for my children and for other things. So, and then I have taken any boxes of like cereal out of here. I'm just worried about mice. So the only thing I'm going to keep under here are extra cans, and like I'm not too worried about these pouches, but if anyone disagrees with me, let me know. I don't think mice are going to get into those. Not that I think we've got a massive mouse issue, but I did notice a tiny bit of evidence when I was clearing out under here. Not anywhere near the food, luckily, and you know, no boxes were chewed at all, so it might not have even been recent evidence. But I don't want to risk it. I hate mice. Oh. Okay, so I'm trying to build up a little bit of extra supplies and stuff. It's happening slowly, but I've got so much extra cereal, and I've actually put it just in the cereal cupboard. I had more space, and I've got some extra bits and pieces up in the pantry as well now. So I'm just keeping things that are more box-like elsewhere. Yesterday, I need to charge this too, so I've got 3 minutes left on my battery. This old thing, we got this secondhand a year ago, and we had to stick it with masking tape to get it to work at times, and yesterday it finally totally gave up, and so we got it secondhand for $100 a year ago. It's put in a year's work, so I'm happy with that. So I said to my husband, when you know what, tomorrow I'm just going to go out and buy a new one. So that's what me and the kids have done this morning. My parents just got back from a holiday, so we went and visited them, and then we've been choosing a dishwasher, which we'll pick up tomorrow, and we get to take this one and dump it off with their store for free and pick up the other one. I chose to do that, so it's all for free. And then, so I've got my folks coming for dinner tonight as well, and I don't have a dishwasher. These are all clean things that I've done. This is all stuff that I've got to do. Plus this morning I came down to this, which is cacao powder, because I made myself a nice healthy warm drink last night, and I spilt a little bit, just a tiny bit on the floor, and I thought, oh, I'll just deal with that in the morning because I was so tired. And actually Josephine's got into it this morning, so I now have to vacuum and mop my kitchen floor, do all these dishes, continue doing washing, because yesterday I was dealing with the toys and I didn't get much washing done, so I'm just going to have the washing machine going fairly constantly. I think I've got another 3 loads to go, and I've got to get the baby down to sleep, all that sort of thing, and I'm going to put this on to charge now, so I'll see you soon. Okay, it's Thursday, and our dishwasher is on for the first time. Very, very exciting, so I look forward to seeing how well it washes my dishes. It was just such a pleasure to stack compared to my old one that we were just sort of dealing with, where you couldn't have both trays out at once, or one of them would just come flying out into the kitchen loaded with plates. It wasn't very safe. So it's okay. It is Thursday afternoon, and my new dishwasher has been lovely. The first load has gone through, and I'm just now going to chat to you while I stack a few things in for the next load, but that won't go on until tonight. What was I going to say? Oh, I just wanted to chat about upcoming videos. So, tomorrow night, I think, is when we'll do it. My family and I are going to make a video on taste testing. So road testing. Now, obviously, we eat a lot of Vegemite. We know Vegemite. I've done a video on how to eat Vegemite. However, I've tried in the past. I think I've tried Promite, and I think I've tried Marmite in the past, and I believe both of them are English. Tell me if I'm wrong. One of them certainly is, and but neither of them are actually made there. Now, there is now also Mighty Mite, and there is also Dick Smith's Aussie Mite, sorry, which is Aussie owned, because Vegemite is actually now American owned. So go figure. But anyway, yeah, you're playing beautiful guitar, Layla. So we're going to do. You were. It was beautiful. You can do more if you like. We're going to do a video on road testing the different mites and seeing what we think of all the others, given we're Vegemite eaters. I've seen people testing Vegemite for the first time and being quite disgusted, so it might be entertaining to see how we react to these ones. The interesting thing is they've all got sugar. But anyway, that's another video. So that is coming up. This week I'm just going to shop at Aldi because I just spent a lot of money on this. So I'm not going to go to Costco and buy lots of bulk stuff this week. So I'm probably going to do my Aldi shop. I'm just figuring out how to stack this new dishwasher. Probably going to do my Aldi shop tonight. Though my husband's very busy with report writing, so, but I'll probably have to just duck out and do it anyway. And hopefully get a video up to you just on a little haul video on my Aldi shop. And apart from that, I do have another idea in mind that I was thinking. Oh, I want to do something I've done recently is I've got most of the sugar out of the house because, you know, it's just healthier. There's no denying the fact. So it's not to say we don't have sugar, but I've just cut it down dramatically because we're starting to eat more than I like to have in the house. And so one of the things I've been meaning to do for quite a while, you know, a lot of people dehydrate, and I do occasionally. However, one of the things I feel I will really get a lot of use out of my dehydrator with is, well, you have to pack up the soft toys upstairs first, remember? So you put them in the soft toy basket and then you can get some more toys. That's how it works. Is activating nuts. Because if you purchase pre-activated nuts and seeds, they're a lot more expensive than just, you know, raw nuts and seeds. They're like 3 times the price. But if I chuck them in my dehydrator, I activate them at no cost, so apart from a minute amount of electricity. So I think that's it for now for this. So that, why is that? So that will be quite fun and exciting. I'm just trying to also drop onions clearly. Oh, bloody hell. I can stay there for a sec. I also need to just have a quick look through my pantry, and I desperately need to clean out my fridges. My fridges are so messy at the moment, in particular one of them. I have a lot of washing to fold today. Being Thursday, I like to have, you know, be totally on top of the washing for the weekend. I end up, by the end of the weekend, I'm behind on the washing again. But come Friday afternoon, I like to be on top of it again. And that means everything washed, everything folded, and everything put away. So the problem is no one likes putting things away, so I'll fold things and then things end up getting sort of disheveled again. I'm just trying to peel a banana for my son. Look! Oh! Hello, Bubby boy. Hello. Would you like a banana? There you go. Oh, you're a big clever boy now, aren't you? You're a big clever boy. You just get right into that, don't you? Num-nums. 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 And you've already got Vegemite on you, so we won't worry about a bib. We've bypassed the bib. We'll just have a costume change afterwards. So that is the fridge completely cleared out. So I reckon I got rid of probably, what do you reckon? about 1/3 of things. Right, now I am making soup. 2 reasons. One, or 3 reasons. One, we want it. 2, we need to use up things in our fridge. And thirdly, I'm about to go and do a weekly shop, and it's just something easy for me to pop on, and then it can bubble away while I'm shopping. Everyone else will still be at home, except for a helper or 2 who will come with me, and so it will be well watched, but it's something that can just improve while I shop, and we come home and then we will have it with some toasted cheese sandwiches. So what I have here is I had a packet of speck in the fridge. I think it was only about, I don't know, I'm guessing about 300 grams, and I don't even know exactly what speck is. To me it looks like just a chunk of bacon. So that's sort of what I'm thinking it is, that it's just you know, as far as it being smoked in the same way and all that sort of jazz. Okay, so then I've also got 3 onions, just brown onions. I think some people call them yellow onions. And then in this pan, which I haven't actually put on yet, I've got a bunch of carrots that just needed using, and then I've got half of a red or purple, whatever it may be, cabbage that needed using, that I just hadn't got around to using this week. I think I planned a recipe, didn't use it, you know, because things happen. I think we had someone over for dinner or something like that. So anyway, I'm just going to chop up some more vegetables and add them to this. Then I'm going to add the speck and onion and any oil that's created as well. And I just fried it in a bit of, just to get it going, a bit of avocado oil, because, you know, that does well at a high temperature. And then I'm going to add some soup mix, which includes barley and split peas. And then I'm going to add a bunch of herbs and spices. And I'm going to add, along with these sorts of veggies, I'm also going to add some potatoes, so that'll add a bit more starch and carboliciousness. Okay, I had to change to a different pan because the other one wasn't big enough. I've added, let's see if we can see in there. Not great filming tonight, guys. Really slapdash. Couldn't be bothered going upstairs to get my tripod. Had a few Brussels sprouts to get rid of, a couple of orange bell peppers, and some mushrooms. I think there's something else. Oh yeah, and a bit of celery. So I've put those in. Oh, and a couple of small potatoes. I put all those in with the carrot and the purple cabbage, and now I'm just adding the speck and regular onion to that. Okay, so I've got the onion and speck in there now, and I'm going to add some nice little, first I'm going to add some soup mix, and then I'll add some flavours. That's about 1.5 cups of soup mix, and then I'm going to also put in some dried onion, because I really like the concentrated flavour of it. It's delicious. And I didn't bother putting any fresh garlic in, so I'm just going to put a bit of powdered garlic. Excuse the shakiness of the camera. I'm going to put in a bit of chopped chili, and I'm going to put in a little bit of parsley that I have left. I have some dried parsley. I don't think I'll bother using it though. I'm now going to put in a bit of Tuscan seasoning, because it has in it it has some more garlic, but it has and pepper, but it has rosemary, parsley, vegetable oil. Anyway, it's rosemary and parsley that I'm after, and I also add a little bit more salt. That's about a tablespoon of that in there. I also am adding 1 bay leaf, and I think I'll call that a day. I'm going to add. I'm not adding chicken's any sort of stock. I am just going to use water, because all these flavours, and I'm going to let it bubble away for, you know, a good while, will create their own yummy, delicious stock. Okay, let's turn that on. This is going to be such a thick soup. It'll be almost like a stew, like a vegetable stew with a nice specky stock. And that soup mix is pretty much dropped to the bottom. We've got all the light veggies floating at the top there. So I'm going to pop the lid on and let that do its thing for about an hour and a half, and then I'll check it. Alright, so it's about almost 2 hours later, and we've got this gorgeously hearty soup. I've just tried it. Tastes very healthy. And I've got toasted cheese sandwiches in the oven to go with it. And it is very cold winter night tonight, so this should be well enjoyed, and there'll be heaps left tomorrow. And once you chop up all the vegetables, it really just cooks itself. One of those simple things. So thank you for watching, and take care wherever you are. See you later.